It's not focused.
Hello.
Good morning.
Good morning and welcome back to our channel. We haven't been here for a while, but there's been a pandemic and God knows what else happened in that time.
You're very busy. For people that was in a pandemic, very busy.
Anyways, we're back. It is 5 AM. We're up. It's the... what's the date today?
It's the 5th. It's the 5th of March.
5th of March.
22.
And we're doing something so exciting.
Finally.
We never thought we were ever going to be able to do. If you've watched our last series on this channel, we took a camper van, hired a camper van on the Isle of Wight, and it was the best, one of the best things we've like ever done. We loved it. We've wanted a camper van now for like 6 years.
However,
it's never got to that point.
Life got in the way.
Life, as everybody says, just life, everything, just all the time.
Yeah.
But today,
Could all be changing.
we are going all the way to York. It's a 4-hour drive. We're going all the way to York to look at a camper van.
It's going to be good. We're hoping we buy it.
Wait.
The guy's been super nice to us. Super nice. He's been
wonderful.
upfront and honest. I've chatted with him. You know, he waited a week for us. We had family
Really
down last
kind.
week. So hopefully.
It's one of them things.
This is it.
We just stumbled across it online.
Yeah. As we're always looking.
We just stumbled across it.
It's early.
Online. We were looking at vans just on the, I mean, we always look at vans. We're on there all the time.
Every other day,
randomly
every week.
looking at vans. We reckon at least once a week for the last 6 years we have brought up a van, what we would do to a van or whatever. We follow van people on YouTube all the time, so it's always just been a thing that we wanted to do. And we stumbled across this last weekend. We had family staying,
which is always the way. That happens with everything.
There was nothing obviously we could do immediately. We had work all week and we just said, let's ring him, see what he says. And he was really, really nice, and he said, I'll wait for you till Saturday. So here we go.
Let's do it. Let's go.
Let's go. Okay, so our sat nav's taken us like the most long-winded way that we could ever have gone today. It's just been a terrible journey so far, and it's been torrential rain. It's been rubbish. But we're on our way. I'm going to say halfway. And we've just stopped for a McDonald's breakfast, because anytime we go on a road trip, we stop for a McDonald's breakfast. I have got, so they stopped doing the McDonald's wrap. Terrible. So I actually, embarrassing this might be, excuse my voice, I had a throat infection like 5 weeks ago, and my voice hasn't come back properly. It comes and goes, so you'll just have to bear with me. But they don't do it anymore, so they do a breakfast roll, I think is what it's called, and that has basically everything in it pretty much that a breakfast wrap had in it. So we just get a pack of wraps, and I actually normally bring my own wrap with me, and we forgot it, so James ran into Marks and Spencer's and got some wraps, and then I've just put the contents basically of the roll in the wrap, because I don't like the roll, it goes all soggy. But anyways, I'm just waiting for James. He's gone to loo, and then we'll be continuing doing the other half of our journey. We're hoping to get there about 10 o'clock. Yeah, we're hoping to get there about 10 o'clock and then see this van. I can't wait. We are so excited. Driving, and then because we always want it to be a McDonald's, we're like, oh, here's one here, let's just stop here, and then it's like
no, we need to clarify, we don't always eat McDonald's. We're not like burger people. We don't just go and eat McDonald's. On a road trip, we do always have McDonald's. I'm sorry. McDonald's breakfast. That's fair enough. I wasn't privy to this conversation. So.
James is in.
Sorry, I was waiting in the car because we're used to having the dog.
Yeah, so that was really weird. So trip with the dog, we never go without him. And we just went to the loo in McDonald's separately because we're so used to obviously one of us waiting with Max, and he's not here. There was no need to do that, but it's just one of them things that we do out of habit. We miss him so much. Like, it's so alien to us to have stopped and not heard his little cries in the back when he wants to get through for some food and stuff. So it's really weird. But anyways, he's at my mum's and he's more than happy to be there. So we were just saying about the van, how we are so excited because obviously we're nearly at that time now, like getting there and seeing it and everything, and like we just can't believe that this has been like 6 years in the making, like to try and finally get to this point of actually getting to a van, just because of life and everything that's got in the way before it. But we were just saying that, like, obviously it's so much money, and on top of that, because of how long we've wanted a van for, it really needs to live up to our expectations. It's making us really nervous.
Just if anybody who's watching this is looking for a van. By the way, we refer to our van, or we haven't bought it yet, but we refer to Volkswagen vans as buses, because in Germany they're called a bus. So we always call them a bus because of people we follow on YouTube. But my dad used to have a VW camper and he called it a bus. So
if you ever hear us say bus or the bus,
we don't mean like public transport.
We're not buying a bus.
Yeah, we quit bus anyway. We've looked at so many buses online, phoned up about them, and if any of you guys have looked, you know, there's loads of vans with galactic mileage, or they've been repainted, they've got nice wheels, they've had a kitchen thrown in them. But after looking at multiple vans, you start to get the feel that these are rubbish that have just been tarted up for you to buy. And obviously because of COVID as well, it's made it more of, you know, they're a huge money maker. The money that people are making out of these vans, the markup is ridiculous. And unfortunately we've looked at a lot of rubbish, and you've got to read between the lines between, yes, we could buy a van now and it's all done, but is it going to break down on the holiday and then spend loads of money and it's pointless? So that's what we've done. We've tried to really look for a good, honest van, and hopefully we found it. Hopefully.
It's taken us a long time. We just happened to stumble across this one, as I said earlier. Yeah. But sometimes that's just what happens. That just means it's meant to be sometimes.
Yeah.
Anyways, what we haven't told you is we are going to look at, it's a T5 Volkswagen Transporter.
Yep, short wheelbase.
Short wheelbase. A long wheelbase with the size of Max. Max, if you don't know, he is a Belgian Malinois German Shepherd, so he's a big boy, and probably the long wheelbase would have been better. That's what we hired in the Isle of Wight, but you don't see, they're not available as much as the short wheelbase. And to be fair, the short wheelbase will fit on our driveway better, and we'll just make do. But yeah, so we're going for that. It's silver.
Yeah, it's got the 190 DI engine that I wanted.
But yeah, that's what we're going to get. So we will catch up with you. Obviously we won't film when we're there or anything, the people are going to be there. It is a private sale that we are getting it from like someone's house we're going to look at. So we won't show anything there, but if we buy it, obviously when we take it away, we'll probably stop at a services somewhere just for a rest and use the loo and everything, and we will hopefully show you it then.
Hello. Just slide in. What have we done?
We've done a thing.
We're in.
You can tell we're in it. We are in
the bus.
Our bus. Our van. It's ours. There's no giving it back this time. It's ours.
We still can't believe it a little bit. It's a strange feeling. But the people who we bought it from, I can't remember the lady's name. But Dave, I know Dave. Well, I'm so sorry if we forgot your names if you watch this. I'm so sorry. But Dave and his wife and his lovely daughter and lovely dog. Thank you, for selling the van to us. They were really so lovely
people, and
it was. I will say this to people now.
We love it.
If you keep looking, there are people out there that do love their vans and sell them, and there are genuine people, because the guys we bought this off are as genuine as it gets. We can't say any more.
This is so heavy.
They're as genuine as we get. Sorry for that zooming. And yeah, they were lovely. We bought the van, went for a test drive, looked around it all, showed us everything. It's, you know, the outside needs a bit of a good polish and a wash, which I can do. That's my OCD in my department, which I'll be taking care of. You'll see very soon that it's going to thing. But no, Dave showed me around, took me for a drive. He did offer me to drive it, but I said no, it's fine. He drove it. I listened to it all. It's great. The van is driving absolutely amazing, love it. And they very kindly, in the sale, just as we was leaving, don't know if they took pity on us or if they just generally being really nice to us, they gave us an inflatable awning that they've only used a few times, and which we plan on buying. So they've really helped us out, guys. So really, really thank you so much.
Thank you.
And yeah,
but we love it. Obviously, I'm going to show you everything now. We've got all of our lunch out here. We're like proper
like
camp
3-day-old
already. We're like
3-day-old Gregs that
we're like pulling out,
get what you can,
getting lunch out.
Yeah. But no, we love it.
We couldn't be happier, literally. Could not be happier or more excited. We just, yeah, it's unreal.
We're already discussing a few things we're going to do. Like, I think the first thing we're going to be doing in the next few weeks
is be rushing into anything,
we're going to be putting the windows, two windows in here, and then everything else we will figure as we go, because we roughly know what we want from a bus, like from where we've hired one. So we'll adjust this to what we want as we go. But we have all the bare necessities. And yeah, so we will be going to a camping shop probably next weekend and having a good burn up on everything.
As if we haven't already.
Yeah.
But genuinely couldn't be happier.
Yeah, beyond ecstatic. This is
we've wanted this for
everything
so many
we've
years.
ever wanted. Some people might look at it and go, oh, it's just a van, but to us
it's not.
It's everything.
And we have wanted this for years and years and years, and as insane as it sounds, we cannot wait to go home and show it to Max.
Yeah, that sounds it. He's a dog.
We're only like halfway home, so we've got a good couple of hours.
We know he's a dog, and we know he doesn't know, but he does know, because we know he knows. So that's the main thing. Max knows. Like,
I'm following James home,
Yep.
and when we get home, he will just be ecstatic, because James sometimes has to bring a van home for work.
Yeah.
And as soon as James is like, oh, we'll go pick like Kelly up from work, or we'll pop out to the shops or whatever.
Doesn't
Max
know
is
Kelly
like,
is, but he knows Mummy. But still, no, I'm just being pedantic.
Yeah. He runs to the van and he's there at the door, towels wagging. He's like, let me in the back, I want to get in. So he definitely is like a van dog.
Plus this has cushions in it, so he loves cushions. So
he loves a cushion
to sleep on, so he'll be in his element. So no, it's been good. But if you are watching by chance, man in the little silver Citroen pulling out on me out of a junction on the motorway, thank you.
We're driving along and some little man just pulled out, like right
doing
in front of
5
James.
miles
James
an
had to
hour.
do like an emergency stop. I had to do an emergency stop.
Yeah, so
anyway, all the joys of bringing home, well, we know it's not a new vehicle, but to us
it's new
it's a
to us,
vehicle.
and it's new enough to us. We love it. We don't care. We love it.
But I can't explain how it feels to sit in here.
Finally.
I can't explain.
But it's ours. It's like we keep thinking to
I
ourselves,
think it's insane that this is just coming home of us. It's going to be parked on our drive. We can use it any time we want.
We love it. It's everything we've ever wanted.
It's going to take a while to sink in.
It's going to be good.
Because it's just been so many years that we've wanted this, and it just it makes me cry.
Well,
it literally makes me want to cry.
Don't cry. You already cried earlier. She sat in it earlier and cried on these people's drive. I shouldn't laugh, but. And then the lady come out and told us about the awning, and then Kelly was sort of like nearly crying again, but had to quickly sort herself out. So yeah, it's been a long time coming. But anyway, we will see you when we get home. Anyway. And tomorrow we will be. Kelly will probably be doing a bit more of a show round.
We'll see you when we get home. We will leave it for today. We'll pick you back up tomorrow. We will show you everything that was in the van and everything. Yeah. And
I'm going to be giving it.
Get Max in here.
Yeah, I'm going to be giving it a good wash, hoover it out. Going to give it a quick polish, stuff like that. We're going to try and sort out the bumpers as well. So you'll see it probably for.
So it's now the next day. It's quite late the next day. James is over there. James has been cleaning the van, doing everything in the van as he does all day. Literally all day. It's what, 6 o'clock?
About that, I think, yeah, I don't know. I haven't
James has been working on his van now since 11 o'clock. So he loves it. It's up to him, whatever he wants to do. We're at my parents' house, so me and Max have spent the day with my mum. So I'm going to show you the van now. I'm going to show you the outside, show you the inside. We love it. We are obsessed, and we've only owned it, what, just over 24 hours. And we love it to death. We love it so much, but I'm just going to show you it.
Cool.
Here we are. So here it is from the outside. So it wasn't this clean when we got it, but that's fine. Not many people do this with cars, vans, anything like James does. So the bumpers were a really funny motley shade of grey. They have just been dyed.
They've been dyed with a proper bumper restorer. I've never used it before. I've used bumper trim restorers, but I've never used an actual dye. So we'll just see what this goes like and how long it lasts. But we do plan to one day change the front end to a T6 front end. So
yeah, so we'll do something with it, but for now, for the short term, this is what it looks like.
The wheels will be painted soon.
The wheels will be painted soon, but they look a million times better than they did. But anyways, yeah, this is our van. We love it, and obviously it's not a pop top. Oh yeah, tow bar's coming off. So this is the inside of it. It's all very clean, all very nice, as you would expect. And the back. See, the door isn't shut properly just because it's really hard to do with one hand if it's shut. And this is the stay there, door. This is the inside. James making loads of noise in the garage. This is the inside. Let me just switch the lights on. Ta-da! Me and my mum just put these lights in here. It's just an LED, so the lights are just an LED strip light that we got from Amazon. It was £16. It runs on 4 AA batteries. We'll probably get some rechargeable ones and make sure they're charged every time we take them out. So obviously this has all been made by the previous owners, but this pretty much is the layout we wanted in a van if we had created it ourselves, which is why when we found this we were like, it's a must, it's a need for us, because this is how we would want a van if we make one ourselves. So this we're going to carpet with this carpeting that's on here. We're going to get some and put it over this, just so that it's not the bare wood. But yeah, this is what it looks like. So we've got the double bench seat here, which is swivel round. We used one of these in that van that we hired last year, a couple of years ago actually now. I say last year, I keep saying that, and it was a couple of years ago. And inside obviously there's no pop in here at the moment, pop top, but you know, it's got the diesel heater down here, a little sink, which is so cute. It's probably got air in it, but it does work. There you go. It does work. And all these cupboards in here. We've just put some cloths and a cleaning thing in there for now. And here, all these cupboards all the way along. And then the like bench seat at the back and along here. And the back windows, we're actually going to put some back windows in them in the next month or so. We plan on cutting those out and putting windows in there just to brighten it up at the back. And the side window doesn't open. I can only imagine that was probably because they don't have a cooker in here, but we're going to get a freestanding cooker in here so that if the weather was that bad we would cook inside. If not, we'll just cook outside or in an awning, which we did mention earlier in the video that the people very kindly gave to us after we'd bought the van. It was really kind of them. But if it comes to it, we'll take this window out and just put an opening window on here. But yeah, I'll show you how the bed works in a sec. Also, actually, I'll go and get Max's pop-up crate. Max's little, take these off, stop the glare from coming out. I'll grab Max's pop-up crate, which fits right behind the bench seat here, and in between this seat here and the bench seat. It fits really, really well. So that'll be for him to get in. We got him because we haven't seen him for like 3 days because we had to go up to York and whatever to get this van. He's been staying here at my parents' house, and I don't know if it was just excitement of seeing us or what it was, I don't know. But we tried to get him in the van, he weren't interested. So yes, we very lovingly got a van for us, obviously, but also like for holidays with him, and we couldn't even get him in it. We eventually got him in it. He put his muddy feet everywhere and then jumped straight back out again, and I don't know, just started being very, very silly. So we're gonna have to try again, and soon, because we're going home soon, and he's got to get in the van because it's the only vehicle we've brought here to get him home. But yeah, I'll just quickly show you how this bed works because it's pretty awesome. And it's very comfortable. We parked on our drive last night and we got our pillows and our duvet and everything. We came laid in here. We didn't sleep in here in the end just because there's no curtains and the light kept coming in from the street lights. But had there been curtains in here, we probably would have stayed in it last night. Just was so excited. It's really comfortable, to be honest. We were laying in here for what, half an hour, maybe even an hour, and it was really, really comfortable. And we thought it was going to be far too small, like width-wise. We have a king bed at home. I know this is a van and it's not a house, but when you're used to that size, but it didn't bother us for the hour that we were laying in. It didn't bother us at all. But who knows? We'll give it a few trips, see what we think, and if it comes to it, we'll just take like these 2 cupboards out. We'll just take those out, put another bench seat along there to create like a U-shaped bench seat, and then obviously we're gonna get a fold-away table to go in the middle. But I'll show you how the bed works, I'll show you Max's crate. It's literally just pulls out like this. It couldn't be easier. And obviously we'll get a sheet to go across all of the bedding and everything. Just put my shoes on. Grab this cushion. I feel like this is all I've done today. When family have seen the van, they've come and seen the van and everything. I've made the bed up and then put it up and then made it up again. That's all I've done all day. But here we are. So this is the bed. Very easy, very simple, as you saw. There's not much to it, to be honest. Yeah, and this is Max's crate. If you've seen our Isle of Wight camper van videos, you would have seen... Oh, I'm just getting out of the van. You would have seen this. It just pops up, pops down, literally using zips. It's the easiest thing, and it's got a great big opening there. Here we go. Oh God, I'm trying to do this one-handed. I don't know where James has gone now. Now I need him, he's disappeared. Anyway, one back on. There we go, I got it in. It's not that much of a faff, I just couldn't do it with one hand. But, so yeah, this is it. Obviously the bed won't be like this when we're travelling anywhere. But obviously, like, you know, this section here folds back under here, so you'll still have that area to sit in it. But this is where Max will go when we're travelling. It's obviously safe for him, it's safety, it's very sturdy in there. It's not going to go anywhere, it's not going to move. It just keeps him safe and secure in one area. And we haven't got to keep looking back for him. But also, where it's got like the mesh sides from this side, because Max does have a tendency to just cry all the time for no reason, just because he doesn't want to be sit still. But in between this seat here, we can see him through here, so he can see us and we can see him, which I think he'll really, really like the idea of that. But yeah. Oh, and also, let me show you around the back. Never even showed you the back. Where are my manners at? And then this. Here. So this is the water. Oh, is that going to stay? I think so. It's a bit windy out here. Apologise if you can hear the wind. We will get a mic for a fuzzy thing for the top of the camera. We do have one. Don't know where it is. This is the water here, so you just fill that up, and then obviously it's got the pump inside there. You just undo it. We might get another one of those so that we don't run out as often. But yeah, this is all storage at the back here. I'm not going to lie, when we looked at the van I thought, oh, don't know if that'll be enough for us. But James filled that with, I can't even tell you how many bags. 6 carrier bags, a broom, a gallon of oil and God knows what else under there, to travel here with all of his cleaning gear and all of his stuff for the van. And yeah, it all fitted, and there was still more space under there, so it's a lot bigger than it looks. So I'm quite impressed with that. But anyways, that is it. That's us, that's our van. So if you want to follow along on all of our adventures, and there will be a lot, we've already planned about 3 or 4, and don't forget, obviously we're only in March. If you want to follow along and see what our first adventure is, where we go, what we're doing, what we're up to, and if you want to see us make any camping mistakes before you do, then just hit the subscribe button and press the bell icon so you can get notified when we update videos, and obviously like this, please, because we're really trying. Thank you so much for watching. Bye!